Offense on the field first.
Yeah, going to be going into a pretty stiff breeze, Brant, as we start the ball game.
Opening kickoff from Michael Lance, and off we go. A touchback starts the game as we look at Bobcat quarterback TJ Finley, and again, Keith, last week just. And Texas State's first play is a run for Ishmael Mahdi. And Mahdi breaking a tackle, breaking free off the right side. Good start for the Bobcats. A gain of 12 yards starts their day.
Boy, he's
when talking to head coach Clay Helton. Third down and 7. Finley over the middle has got a man open, and that's Cole Wilson spinning out of a tackle. Has a block downfield. Turns on the jets and takes it inside the 25-yard line.
They caught the Eagles in a man coverage. I said it right before the snap.
First down and 10. Finley takes a shot over the middle, and a walk-in touchdown starts the game for Joey Hobart.
The Georgia Southern's come out and said, we're going to play you man. Well,
talked about the fireworks we could see today. The Bobcats get the scoring started first, and the Eagles are looking to respond. 12:45 to go in the opening quarter. Off its first win over rival Georgia State since 2019. And here is the return from Buchanan. Got across the 20s, got some blockers to the outside. Buchanan going left down the sidelines. There he goes inside the 30, inside the 20, and stopped just short of the 15-yard line. No flags on the play.
Well, just a great kick return. They had a left return on, the kick went to the right. Outside contained, lost contained right here, and just allowed him down the field. It's a nice job giving ground.
Conference. Motion from the big threat, Caleb Hood. Bren looking, well protected. Bren backpedaling, throwing it away.
Well, that's just great coverage. That's a coverage for Bren.
So a 3-and-out for the offense, but this after the huge kick return from Buchanan, and the Eagles settle for 3. 7-3, Texas State on top. And again, Keith, you talked about the stakes in this game. Georgia's drive of the game for Texas State. Went 75 yards in 5 plays on their opening drive. This is Hobart on that receiver's sweep to his left. Hobart breaking free across the 40-yard line, and big dose of Joey Hobart early on for Texas State.
No, good seal block, great defensively. You can't make adjustments.
2nd and 4, Mahdi again. Mahdi taken down eventually by TJ Smith at the 35-yard line, and another drive.
Shot at it, broke that tackle. Now 3rd down.
Bobcats again working quick. Here's Mahdi breaking through the line, and will move the sticks again. So far, Keith, the play calling of 3rd down has been sharp for Texas State. On their defensive line, 2nd and 8.
Man coverage.
Finley so far 3 of 4 passing. Throws out one over the middle, and there's a flag. Was looking for Ashton Hawkins, and they're going to get Jamel Hickman on the hold for Georgia Southern. If the play's not there, throw it away, settle for 3.
Eagles look like a blitz coming.
They're going to bring it. Finley loses the football. That ball is live, and the Eagles recover. Jumping on the football for Georgia Southern is Isaac Walker.
Moving on the field, after pass, recovered by the defense, 1st and 10, Georgia Southern.
It looked like it was never secured by Finley, and it was a quarterback draw.
This year, top 10 nationally, and turnovers forced. Now Bren going to work, going to hand it off at a big gaping hole for Jalen White off that left side. Good for about 10 yards, and a good start of the drive for Georgia Southern.
That came back.
Looking for a 3rd down stop here after the offense turned it over. Motion from Caleb Hood. Bren steps up, stands, fires, and a 1st down inside of midfield. A bullet to Anthony Quealy to move the chains.
What a catch.
First. Eagles on the move, fit play of the drive. Off the play action. Bren lofting that one deep to the sidelines, incomplete. Going for Burgess, Chris Mills on coverage, but there was a flag when the pass was thrown.
This is going to be roughing the passer.
Davis Bren, first-year transfer from Tulsa. operating the offense. And the ball is stripped, and Bryn able to jump back on it. Saw the pressure coming from Ben Bell.
Ben Bell, just outstanding.
Eagles looking for their fourth first down of the drive. White on the draw, exploding inside the 20. White on the run all the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
What a call. Go to the draw, and White, just great blocking up front. The Bobcats in man. Anytime you're in man and you don't go to a pass, guys are not seeing it. Makes one guy miss right there, and then runs everybody to the corner.
O.J. Arnold available again today to spell him. And White answers the bell with a 39-yard gallop into the end zone, and the Eagles have their first lead. Jalen White, over 2,000 rushing yards. Eagles first year transfer from Texas A&M. Eagles got off the line there pretty quick, and Finley brought down for a sack. Justin Rhodes, player that's got a ton of penetration this year, is 7 tackle for loss. That's having to shuffle the deck a bit up front. Eagles only going to bring 3, a draw for the Bobcats. Motti breaking a few tackles. Motti crossed the 30, a good run, but short of the first down, and Texas State goes 3 and out.
Well, it's all about the first down play.
Last week, Caleb Hood back to return, and O'Kelly got the punt off, but there's a flag. Could be roughing the kicker coming up here against Georgia Southern.
I think if it's running into the kicker, it's going to be a first down because it was 4th and 5.
First and 10.
That's how important the run.
They move the ball well. Looking to finish some more drives here. Here's Davenport with a big hole. Davenport, look at that move in the open field. Davenport knights his way for about 14 yards.
Now, nice blocking up front. Got a good seal to the outside.
Penalty against Georgia Southern. 3rd and 11, big third down here over the middle. Trying to make a play in space is Shaw, and got cut down. Really good tackle in the open field made by Demel Hickman, and Shaw's going to be short by about 2 yards.
Hickman is down, though. He still hasn't been able to.
Really good starting field position. And here we go. 4th and 2. Finley lofts that complete, and a first down. Good strike. Had to throw that ball a long way to connect with Joey Hobart.
Well, I tell you what, this is a really difficult throw, and that tells you what.
Of 100 yards already. Here's Hobart in motion. Finley stands, delivers. Hobart wide open. Nobody to the same zip code as Hobart. And he's going to take that for a first down across the 30-yard line.
Now trying to get something down the field. Nice job by Finley and
A little bit deeper in the playbook so far today. Bobcats in 3rd down, 2 of 5. Finley rolls, throws. Davenport's got the first down, and he's got more inside the 10. And here the Bobcats are inside the red zone again, Keith, but can they finish?
Well, they just put so much pressure on you with
red zone threat here. Wilson also lined up at the bottom of the screen. Throw comes to Connor Fox, and a walk-in touchdown, his first at Texas State.
Well, this is a really well-designed play. Everybody to the short side of the field, Brent, and you go RPO. Fake it, pull everybody up. Tight end is in the H-back position.
Tip of the cap to the Eagles special teams. That penalty running into the punter kept the drive alive. The Bobcats capitalize, and they take the lead back 14-10 yet for Georgia Southern. The script could very well still be in play. Here's White, big part of that script. Boy, what a day he's had. White, of course, that 39-yard gallop for a touchdown earlier in the game. This carry good for 13. He's having himself a ball game.
Yeah, he's having a good.
Really good veteran offensive line for Georgia Southern. Here's Bryn, spins out to Caleb Hood, who spins away to his right for a good gain and a first down to the Bobcat 46.
Nice route that time. Really sold it.
Team for a touchdown. Bryn, pressure, throws, and it's caught, but short of the sticks is Hood at the 40, and Bryn got decked as he threw the football into the country. needing 5 yards here. Rush coming, Bryn off his back foot throws that one to the sidelines, incomplete, and the Bobcats will take over on downs.
No, they just heated him up. You're right. Brought more people than they had to defend.
Keeping TJ Finley in rhythm.
All right, thank you, Coral. Offense taking over after the turnover on downs, and that is a high pass reeled in by Ashton Hawkins, flying down the far sideline. Fumbles the football, but the officials say that Hawkins was out of bounds first. Bobcats dodge a bullet there. There's a couple of scores. Bobcats to the 25, Motti to his left. Motti inside the 15-yard line. That'll move the chains down to the 10. Ishmael Motti having a big day himself.
Yeah, and Cole Wilson with a good block. Wide receiver.
Second down and goal. Georgia Southern showing a blitz. Here it comes. Finley fires. Caught. Diving for the end zone. Wilson. Touchdown.
That's how you pay off a wide receiver for doing his job blocking. This is an outstanding route in man coverage right at the bottom of your screen.
Plays and a 3-touchdown day for TJ Finley. Point after makes it 21-10. Bobcats looking pretty smooth on offense. The Eagles need to respond. Down by 11 late in the first half.
6.
Watch the cable.
Ready to go here.
Here's Bryn. Stands, delivers, high picks. Intercepted by Brian Holloway. The pressure is coming. Bryn felt it, throws into coverage, and the Bobcats take over. Run with the ball again. In Eagle territory, blitz coming from Georgia Southern. Finley fires for Hobart over the middle. That play's been there all day. And Hobart takes it inside the 20 and down to the 17, gains 19 yards.
Boy, the linebackers have backed off.
A lot of soft coverage here from Georgia Southern. Finley steps up on the quarterback draw. Finley with that big frame leaning forward inside the 15 to the 13-yard line, well shy of the first down. And here's Shipley, who has hit 8 field goals over his last 3 games. And this 30-yard attempt is good. And puts the Bobcats on top, 24-10. Just saw a kick made by Mason Shipley. And it's funny, on the topic of kickers, Georgia Southern, final 100 seconds of the half. Eagles trying to extend the drive. Bryn, pressure coming, tipped and incomplete. Burgess, the receiver, looking for a flag against Josh Eaton. That is a 3-and-out for Georgia Southern. Bobcats offense has looked really sharp on third down today, 4 for 8. Here's a blitz, here's a pass, and here's Hobart, a catch and a first down. Stops the clock.
Finley has been outstanding. Perfect
yards. He has hit that watermark 4 times this year. Here's Finley. Steps, fires. What a throw. What a move in the open field. Hawkins trying to find the sidelines and does. Good all-around play between Finley and Hawkins.
Hawkins bounces to the inside.
Already. Here's Finley. Looking. Stands, runs. Finley on the run inside the 10. Finley galloping for the goal line, and he is in for the touchdown. Zone, and he's accounted for all 4 touchdowns in the first half, 31-10. Bobcats on top with that turnover. From 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 6, Bryn feeling the heat, lets it rip over the middle, has got a first down. One of his better throws today, a strike to Dalen Cobb for a first down.
Well, he did really.
Arnold not available tonight for Clay Helton. Here's White, runs into a blocker. White, second effort, but all he gets is a line of scrimmage. Here Eagles. Hood the man in motion. Bryn looking to throw. Throws that one incomplete over the middle, looking for Burgess. This Bobcat secondary has been challenged today, and they have come through in a big way. Caleb Ford DeMint breaks up that play.
He came in with 8:56 or something, right?
Here's Finley, lets it fly for Hobart, and what an adjustment from Joey Hobart, going high and bringing it down to the 29-yard line.
What a catch.
Got a $1.16. That last play good for 26. Finley rips one over the middle. Guess who? Or no, it's not Hobart. That is Bo Corrales. It's his second catch all year. Already. And here it comes. Finley steps up on the run. Finley, second time today. You step back jumper in the celebration there. Hey, basketball season starts on Monday in college hoops, and the extra point is good. Win us all, Texas State. The Bobcats have staked a 28-point lead. For the Bobcats defensively throughout the year, struggling on third down. They've answered that call today. Brent has been harassed all day. High throw, and what a catch. Quealy going airborne to bring it down for Georgia Southern. Played all season. Here's Bren. Pressure coming again. Sidesteps. Bren throws late to the sidelines, and the catch not made. Incomplete. Going for Cobb. Too close to the sideline, and Georgia Southern's going to have to punt sizable 4-touchdown lead. 3rd and 4. Davenport again, this time a first down and almost breaking free. He was one jersey tackle from Watson Trent away from going to the house.
Just how strong.
Here's a blitz from Georgia Southern. Davenport, a big heavy dose of him on this drive, bouncing it to his left, shedding a tackle. Davenport, good run. Good effort, bouncing off of a couple of Eagles to the 40-yard line. 15 yards, and this offense not slowing down.
Yeah.
It's one of the top first down offenses in the country, Texas State. Here's Hobart on the screen, breaks a tackle, and Hobart still running. Hobart banged out of bounds. Thought he may have tight-roped the sideline, but they're going to mark him out. Meanwhile, the Eagle defender who made the play, Tyrion Lee, had a field goal so far in the first 6 and the turnover. Davenport again. Davenport sheds a tackle in the backfield. Davenport dropped at the 5-yard line. Boy, he has looked really good on this drive so far. Became a dad for the first time last week. Congratulations to he and his fiancee, welcoming twins as Davenport leaps into the end zone for the touchdown.
And them big guys up front got the great push off of the line of scrimmage. And Davenport finished. What a drive for him.
They really have not been stopped at all today, and the point after makes it 45-10. All Texas State, and they are closing in on that coveted 6th win.
Under pressure, he's had to move around all day long. And this great play here to start this drive, though.
That's Jalen White. Good carry there. White's been one of the few bright spots for the Eagles, closing in at 100 yards for third lead attendance. Again, hometown of Bernie, about a stone's throw outside of St. Marcus. Here's White, meanwhile, turning on the Jets. Continue to be impressed by White. The Eagles have had so many great running backs.
He has, but you got to find that trigger man when you want to run your style of offense. But right now, they're running football and running it well.
Another first down pickup there for Jalen White. Far 12-9 his record as head coach is taking over. Here's Brent, lets her rip over the middle, and this is J.J. McAfee. Walks in for the touchdown on a great throw from Davis Brent.
Well, you establish the run as they did on this one, go play action, and brings the linebackers up.
19th touchdown pass of the season for Davis Brent. So we talked about the Eagles program and the history of success.
Not only through the air, but on the ground tonight.
4th quarter underway. Here's Motti working on a pretty good night of his own, closing in at 100 yards. And Motti with that carry will move the sticks on the first play of the 4th quarter. Big day for Joey Hobart, 12 catches. Bobcats a healthy 8 of 12 on third down. Finley trying to continue his mastery on this down. Going to take off and run. He takes a hit instead at the 40-yard line. Hit by Kadri Jackson. And that first Sun Belt win of the year for Southern Miss. And yes, the Raging Cajuns, who played so well against South Alabama last week, losing today in Jonesboro. Here's White going down the sidelines. He's had a good night. Jalen White, how about his numbers?
He's approaching 150 now.
The Service Academy is playing today. Army and Air Force in a stunner in Colorado Springs as Bryn spins that incomplete. There's a flag.
And there's contact. I thought it was incidental, but it's going to bring pass interference.
Pass interference, defense, foul, and an automatic first down.
So a first down via penalty. 6'1", 280. Believe it or not, he was an all-district tennis player in high school. This is the backup quarterback, J.C. French. Here for the Eagles, able to take that for a first down. So both quarterbacks with the formation there and there. And now Queeley, the man in motion. Here's Bryn going to the air, screen for Hood, and Bobcats with the open field tackle, but a first down for the Eagles. The drive continues. Here's Davis lofting that to the end zone, looking for a back shoulder, and there's a flag. Burgess drew the penalty against Chris Mills. 8 points, down 28. Need him in a hurry. Here's a run off the left side, and that is White. Second time today. He's found pay dirt.
Well, power running, good drive to get down the field. You look at it, might be a little bit too late, but well, they have finally found some of their offense here.
So the Eagles have rattled off 14 straight of their own, trying to stay in the game, but trailing 45-20. Bobcats hold on, would move his career record as the head coach to 18-5. There's a dart thrown to Holbert, 13th catch of the day, and that ties a program record. Bobcats quick to the ball. Here's Motti breaking a couple of tackles, and that'll move the sticks inside of midfield.
He gets open, not with his great burst of speed, but it's an outstanding.
At the University of Houston in the mid-90s. And here's the quarterback draw for Finley, and Finley trying to protect the football first and foremost. Gets brought down right around midfield. Tackle made by Uludge Fall, and for the Eagles. Again, one of their bright spots today. Here's a pass lofted to the near side. Good catch from Sanders. That'll move the chains with 5 minutes to go.
They had to put that.
Marshall trying to give some payback to the Thundering Herd as we see a rope there from Bryn to Caleb Hood. What a pass over the middle, hitting Hood in stride for a first down at the 25-yard line.
Boy, he did find that
game. On first down, Bryn steps up on the run. Bryn's got plenty of room. Bryn inside the 10 and then goes out of bounds. One left. Obviously 4-down territory, and the ball is fumbled on the exchange. And the Eagles have turned it over for a second time tonight, and that will serve as a final nail in the coffin. Visiting with his head coach, Holloway, one of the few holdovers from a year ago, part of a team that only won 4 games last year, has won more than 4 in 9 years. They've got 6 this season, and for the first time in close to a decade, Texas State is bowl eligible.
It's just huge. It really impressive performance. They're bowl eligible. They came out offensively tonight. They came out early in the game and created what they wanted offensively, and they did it the entire night.
And TJ Finley is bowling.